What's up, YouTube family? So what I'm going to share with you today, it's going to make it so much easier for you to land clients. So today I'm going to share with you why people buy and what are the buying motives, especially when people decide to invest in coaching and consulting. And I'm going to kind of share with you the factors. And when you become aware of these things, when you connect with a prospect or maybe when you talk to them and you apply them, it's going to make it so much easier for them to say, you know what? Yes, let's do this. So I have a presentation already. I'm going to jump real quick on my laptop, walk you through it. And it's very simple what I'm going to share with you, but it's really, really powerful and it's going to help you so much. So let's go. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, welcome to another video training where I'm going to be talking to you about why and when to prospect, decide to buy. And I have a quick disclaimer before I keep going with this training, which is what I'm going to be sharing with you right now. It's very simple, but if you decide to apply, it's going to be worth to you a lot. So kind of the information I'm going to share with you right now, it's like handing you $10,000. And I'm not, and I'm dead serious when I say that. So pay attention and let's get started. So when do people and prospects decide to buy something? First of all, you've got to know that people make decisions emotionally and then justify logically. So anytime we buy something, especially when it's something related to coaching or consulting, we emotionally purchase that product or program, and then logically we try to make sense of it. So with that being said, let's move to the number one thing. Here's why people and when they decide to buy. The perceived value exceeds the price they've got to pay to get it. For how simple this is, many people don't really put this into action. The perceived value, and here's the key, that's the key word, perceived. What they perceive to be value in what you offer, it's got to be way higher than the price they've got to pay to get it, right? That's why people buy stuff, because they want more the product than the money they've got to pay to get it. And the reason they want more the product is because the perceived value, it's high enough for them to say, for them to make sense of the deal, right? So when you present your coaching program or something, this is your number one goal: increase the perceived value of what you got to offer. And there is different ways you do that. One way is by simply articulating clearly how you're going to help them. Very simple, right? But so many people, now here's the thing, if the perceived value is equal with the price, they're not going to make a decision. Even if the perceived value is just a bit higher of the price, again, you risk of them not making a decision, because it's not worth for them to make a decision for just some perceived value, for just the value being higher than the price for just a bit. So you've got to increase the perceived value in such a way that they're like, oh my goodness, this makes so much sense. It makes so much sense to invest in something like this. So this is number one. Make sure that you increase this before presenting the price, and it's important that you do the perceived value before presenting the price, because if you present the price before you build value, they're going to react negatively to the price, no matter how you build value and what value you build, right? If I tell you that what I offer already costs $5,000, you're going to react. It doesn't cost that much, by the way. But if I told you that the price before building value, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money, right? You're going to say that no matter what's the value of my product, because that's the first thing you heard, right? So make sure that you first build value and increase the perceived value, then present the price. Number two, people make a decision to purchase something because the perceived risk, it's low, it's not high. There are so many decisions that are not made because there is a lot of risk involved in the deal. So how do you lower the risk involved? You simply address the following question: what if it doesn't work, right? If you can clearly address this when you connect and engage with a prospect, you are lowering the risk of the deal. And when you lower the risk of the deal, they're more likely to make a decision to buy, right? But when there is a lot of risk, even if the perceived value is high, even if other things, even if they believe they can succeed, if there is a lot of risk, we as humans, it's our nature, we we tend to look at what we are going to lose instead of what we are going to win, right? So that's our first focus. So knowing that, make sure that you address this correctly and articulate what happens if things don't work out. Here's another one. People make a decision to purchase something when there is a high level of confidence in themselves to succeed with your program. Oh my goodness, there are so many people who don't decide to buy something because they don't believe in themselves enough to succeed. They don't believe enough in themselves. So you've got to successfully deal with the low self-esteem of your audience. And how do you do that? That's the question, right? How do you get them to believe in themselves enough that they can succeed with your product? Well, one way you do that is by clearly showing them the process you're going to take them through with your program to give them results, right? So many people don't do this. They just say, oh, I have a 6, 7, 8 week program and here's the price, right? That's how many people communicate their value. But you want to clearly show them what process you're going to take them through, because when you do that, now they're like, oh my goodness, now I can see what I've got to do. And the moment they see what they've got to do to succeed, now they see the finish line. Now they see the desired destination, the desired situation. The moment that happens, the level of confidence in themselves increases. When that happens, they're more likely to make a decision to buy, because they now believe in themselves and in their ability to make stuff happen, because they can clearly see what they've got to do to make it happen. And definitely with your support and how you're gonna help them, definitely that also plays a role in the deal. This is so important, my friends. So here's the equation: high perceived value plus low perceived risk plus high level of confidence equals a purchase, right? So when you can do these three things right, increase the perceived value, lower the perceived risk, again it's perceived risk, and then help them to believe more in themselves in terms of making it happen with your product in particularly, then you have some really high chances of making a purchase. So that's why people decide to buy, my friends. And when you can do, again, this equation, it's like handing you $10,000 right now, especially if you use it. If you don't use it, it's going to be worth to you zero. But if you can use this equation, it's like me handing you probably more than $10,000 right now. So here you have it. I'm giving it to you. So all right, guys. So make sure that you use this. Make sure that when you engage with prospects, you understand this, because these are the pillars that dictate decision making when it comes to purchasing, especially coaching and consulting. So I hope you found this of value, and we'll see you in the next video training. Much love. Now get to work.